So this video I'm going to dedicate to the this keyword, and which has been used when the we work with object. And in here we can see, like, I created a object called country, and it has two properties: display name and me. Display name, it is checking whether this is equal to country, which is a present object, and me, it is returning the object itself. So once I execute this one, you'll see it says this object is equal to country object. So this particular keyword refers to this object, which in where it is defined. But in case of the arrow function, you will find the behavior is quite different. So in arrow function, you will see we are doing exactly the same thing. In here, we created the display name, one property, which is checking that this belongs to country or not, and then it is returning the this variable. A property name me is returning this, which means country to object. So when I make a call to this one, you will notice, let me save it. You will notice in here, in here, this is for this particular display name, where I'm checking rotation function this equal to country, which means that this keywords is referring to this object itself. And then I'm checking the object itself, which is in here. Now for country 2, when I'm using an arrow to function and I'm calling display name, at that moment I'm getting an empty response. It is false. It is saying this object is not equal to country 2. So then I verified what exactly is this object. This object is empty, which means the keyword this has been referring to the global, not to the object in where it has been written. So as an example, to verify that, I've used x equal to this, which is referring to this document where I have defined, and I'm checking x is equal to country2.me, and I found it is equal. These two objects are equal, which implies that country2, this arrow function is not referring to the object country2, it is referring to the global. So this is a difference which I found with the arrow function. Now there is two more things about this variable. In here, once I create a function called add this dot a and this dot b plus ab. So in t, I'm giving a value of ab, and by using dot call, I'm passing this object. So this dot a plus this dot b, which is this one, plus a and b, it will return the summation of that. So I'll just result, it's 10 plus 20 is equals to 100 plus 3 and plus 9 is equals to 112. Just like call, there's a apply. It in here it takes a parameter. In here it takes the input as a array. So if I call this one, I got a 212, which is 80 plus 120 equals to 200. 200 plus 3 and plus 9 equals to 212. Now there's another function called bind. So if I create a function and return the this dot a. And in p I'm just giving a this particular object a, and I'm binding this p with my function m. In that case, in that case I'm in this case I'm getting the result 4. So which means a has been bind to this particular function a object. If in case I'm just changing it to something like this, I'm binding a to g in here, it will not work. We are expected to have 80, but it will not work. It will return 4. So we can't bind to the already bound function. So in here we can have an example in detail. A is 40, which I have defined, and this for this object, and m is going to be the function which is going to return a, which is 40 in this case. G is going to be bound to p, which is 4, and u is going to be bind to g, but since it doesn't work, so it will return the value of the g itself. So let's run and see the result. It is 44 and 4. So this is a some of the example and some of the functions which we can use in the keyword. So yeah, that's all about the this. And make sure when you use arrow function in within the object, make sure like this particular problem might occur to you. You will not able to get the object, which I had faced the same problem. Yeah, thank you.